Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Biological Domain. Today we will solve the biology part from the Karnataka SSLC State Board paper. So we have solved the physics and chemistry parts. We know that in science it is divided into physics, chemistry and biology. So physics parts consist of total marks 28 marks, chemistry 25 marks, and this biology this will consist 27 marks. So we will see the question one by one. First question is related to that choose the correct option. There were two questions from this. Two question 2 marks. That first question was atmospheric layer that absorbs ultraviolet radiation coming from the sunlight is made up of this molecule. Which molecule? So that is the ozone. Option C, that is the ozone. In humans, sexually transmitted viral infection is that is AIDS. All are the sexually transmitted disease, but viral infection they are asking, so that's why the answer would be AIDS. Acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, which is caused by HIV virus. Next, we will move to the question, that is the answer the following question. So this question is, what is the role of decomposer in an ecosystem? So decomposer feeds on the remains of other animals. Decomposer play an important role in the ecosystem. By digesting dead matter, they put nutrients back into the soil, making them available to producers. So this is the answer. Next is question. In males, testes are located outside the abdominal cavity in a scrotum. Why? Because sperm formation requires a temperature lower than the body temperature. Lower than the body temperature. So these are the key words for while answering this question. So this question also consists of that 2 into 1, that is 2 marks. 1 mark for each question, but here you have to answer. Next we will move to the question, that is 14, that consists of 6 marks. First question is 31, that is mention the function of following plant hormones. So first hormones were that is auxin. What is the function of auxin? That auxin play an important role in growth and development of plant, and also it help to the developmental process like stem elongation, apical dominance, root initiation, fruit development, etc. Next is that cytokinin. What is the role of cytokinin? What is the function of cytokinin? That function are capable of stimulating cell division along with auxin. As auxin also help in cell division for the plant, so this cytokinin also help, and they promote cell elongation. They have ability to delay the process of aging in leaves. So while this they ask the function of plant hormones. Next question were, draw the diagram showing the longitudinal section of flower and label ovary. This question has been asked in preparatory paper as well. So you have to draw the flower diagram here and you have to label the ovary part. If you know all the parts, you can label that part also, but here they ask only about the ovary part. So if you are going to label that ovary parts, you have to underline that. So what is the question they are asking? This is sepal, petal, anther filament, that is the male part, stamen, and then this middle part that has stigma, style and ovary, that we call pistil. Next question was related to the give the region. So first question was, ventricles of the human heart have thick wall. Why? We know in our heart has 4 chambers, 2 auricle, 2 ventricle, means right auricle, right ventricle. So why ventricles of human heart have thick wall if you will compare with auricles? So ventricle have thicker wall than auricle because they have to pump blood. And then what is the function of auricle? Auricle only they will get the blood, but ventricle will pump the blood to different organs, and the pressure with which the blood flow through them is more than auricle. So that's why their walls are thick. Next question, it is necessary to separate oxygenated and deoxygenated bloods in mammals and birds. Why? In mammals and birds, they have double circulation, and these mammals and birds are warm-blooded animals. They constantly use energy to maintain their body temperature. They have higher energy needs, and so they require more oxygen to produce energy. So thus it is important that their oxygenated blood does not get mixed up with deoxygenated blood. Okay, next question, that is the 15, that consists of 3 questions, 3 marks, that 9 marks total. First question from genetics, that is monohybrid cross. When a tall pea plant is crossed with a dwarf pea plant, represent the result obtained in F2 generation of monohybrid cross with the help of checkerboard, and mention the ratio of variety of plants. So easy question it was. So what you have to do, you have to write parents, 2 parents were there, plant 1 and plant 2, means male and female. So phenotype, you have to represent tall plant and dwarf plant. Genotype for this, that is TT, capital T, capital T. For dwarf plant, small t, small t. So gamete formed in this F1 generation would be capital T, small t, that is in F1 generation. But we are seeing here that is the tall plant is dominance over the dwarf plant. So all plant will be tall and carrying the that character of dwarf plant. So what we will do, that self fertilization between these plant. So self fertilization will done this capital T small t between capital T small t. So here 2 gametes will be formed, capital T small t, capital T small t. So this we will put in the checker box. So for monohybrid cross, you have to draw checkerboard 4 boxes, 1 to this side and 1 to this side, means 4 boxes here. So T will combine with this T, means capital T, it will form capital T, then here capital T small t, then here capital T small t, and this capital small t. So we are seeing this is tall plant, this is the hybrid, this is also hybrid, and this is the pure dwarf plant. But in the phenotypic ratio, we will see, we will write that things which we can see actually. So here we can see this dominant characters in 1, 2 and 3, that is 3, and that is the dwarf, that is 1, means tall ratio dwarf plant is 3:1. But in genotypic ratio, we will see the pure versus hybrid. So pure tall, if you will see, only 1 plant is there, pure tall, and the hybrid is 1. No, sorry, hybrid is 2, this and this, and pure dwarf is 1. So that genotypic ratio for this would be 1:2:1. Okay. Next question is, what is trophic level? Flow of energy in ecosystem is always unidirectional. Why? Explain. So what is trophic level? Trophic level is the level which represent in the food chain where the transfer of food takes place. You can write in your own language also. Like the various steps in a food chain at which the transfer of food or energy takes place are called trophic level. So food chain operating in a grassland, we will see about the grassland. So first that is grass, that is the producer, then grass would be eaten by insects, insects would be eaten by frog, and frog would be eaten by eagle. So the first trophic level represented here, that is the grass. Second is insect, third is frog, fourth is eagle. Next question will move to that flow of energy in an ecosystem is always unidirectional. Why? Because this energy is then passed on from one organism to another in a food chain. Means step by step, the energy of this will transfer to this will transfer to this will transfer to this. But if you will see, this is unidirectional. What is the meaning of unidirectional and bidirectional? See, uni means only in one direction. And bidirectional means this direction and again it will move to this direction. But energy would not be revert back. Energy only travel in one direction. And in this also we know that 10% energy is transferred from one trophic level to the other trophic level. So the energy given out by the organism as heat is lost to the environment it does not return to be used by plants again. If one used up the energy, it will not used up again. So this makes the flow of energy in ecosystem is unidirectional. Okay. Next question was, mention any 4 main factors that lead to the rise of new species. Here they are only asking that mention the factor. Don't explain. If you know, you can explain, but you should save the time. So only you have to mention the factors that can lead to the rise of new species. So the factors which lead to the rise of new species are natural selection, genetic drift, geographical isolation, mutation and gene flow. Okay, next question. The experience of an individual acquired during its lifetime cannot be passed on its progeny give region. Means that the experiences what we gain after the birth, that is not passing from our parents to us. Why? Because whatever experience we are getting, like learning, to make dancing, singing, any experiences what we are getting, that is after birth, not before birth. So these characters we call as acquired traits that does not involve the genes. Okay. So if genes are not involved here, so that would be not transferred from parent to the offspring. So that is the reason here. Okay, next question is given here only in the OR option. What are fossils? Mention the method of estimation of dating fossils and explain briefly. So fossils are the remains or marks of plants and animals that lived a very long time ago. Okay, it is the mark or remains of the plants and animals. So they are actually found in rock and stone. So fossils are important because they tell us a story about things that lived on the earth before us. See, we have not seen dinosaur, but we can imagine how the dinosaur look. How? Due to this fossil, because fossil only tell that what was the structure of dinosaur. So two way in which we can estimate the age of fossil, means how long these fossils are existing, how we can estimate. So two methods are given, that is relative method and carbon dating method. So what is relative method? Relative method in which the fossils found in the upper layer of earth are of recent origin, then the ones found in the deeper layer. Exactly. Then next is carbon dating. Carbon dating is the method in which the age of fossils is found by comparing the C14 radioactivity left in fossil with the C14 radioactivity present in the living object today. So these are two methods by which we can estimate the age of fossil. Okay, next we will move to that 16 question that consist of 8 marks total. Okay, so that is the 4 marks for each question. 2 questions were given. First question is, which molecule is formed during the first step of cellular respiration by the breakdown of glucose molecule in cytoplasm? Mention the type of respiration and write any 2 differences between them. So in the step, molecule of glucose which has 6 carbon atom is split into 3 carbon molecule, and that carbon molecule is pyruvate. So first so what it is made during this the first step in cellular respiration, that is pyruvate. Okay, we should always underline the important key word. So there are 2 types of respiration, that is aerobic and anaerobic respiration, and they asked about the 2 differences only. Write down the 2 differences between aerobic and anaerobic, but I have written all the differences so you can see this. So first is aerobic, it occurs in all cells of higher organisms, and anaerobic it occurs only in yeast and some bacteria. Anaerobic require oxygen for breaking the respiratory substrate, but in anaerobic oxygen is not required. Here the end product are CO2 and H2O. Here end product are alcohol, CO2 or lactic acid. Here oxidation of one molecule of glucose produces 36 ATP molecule, but here only 2 ATP molecules are formed. It occurs means anaerobic occurs in cytoplasm and mitochondria, but it occurs only in cytoplasm. Anaerobic only occur in cytoplasm. It occurs 4-stage glycolysis, link reaction, TCA cycle and electron transport chain, but it consists of 2 stages only, glycolysis and fermentation. So these are the equations. C6H12O6 glucose in the presence of oxygen, it will form that carbon dioxide, have water and ATP, that is the 36 ATP. Here in the absence of oxygen, glucose will break down into ethanol, carbon dioxide and ATP, that is 2 molecules of ATP. Okay. Last but that is the last question from your biology part, that is the draw the diagram showing the structure of human brain and label the following part. You have to draw the brain structure and you have to label the cerebrum part and cerebellum. Cerebrum is the forebrain part and cerebellum is the hindbrain part. Cerebrum is the thinking part of brain. Okay. So this is the question they have asked in the biology part in your Karnataka SSLC board. You can match your answer what we have written in your exam with this answer key. Hope you like this video. If you like this video, please share with your friends, and if you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.